going to take 3 minutes and 5 seconds to transition tabs to review City Collective Church's website. And I'm going to do that on my own. I'll speed it up super fast so you don't have to deal with it, but you can see that I do it. And to follow me doing it, you can watch that 3 minute 5 seconds timer decrease over time very quickly as I review their site. And then we'll go through it for another 3 minutes and 5 seconds as I change the tab together. And I will share just a small glimpse of the things that I've seen on their site and how I think they can improve, as well as what they're doing well and what we can both learn from. As always, I must stress that this is such a short amount of time, and I'm used to having weeks to do this with our digital communication review folks. We spend days and weeks on their site and socials, clicking on every single button they have out there and giving advice that is super personalized after meeting with them and understanding their goals. 2 meetings, 10 plus pages, reports, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, link below. Even when we do content reviews, we usually have at least a half an hour to dive into the details. If you're interested in a pay what you can version of this that is 5 times as long, which means Michelle and I, both of us, 2 brains, will analyze your site and social, whatever, one or the other, or both, for 15 minutes total before we record a video for you for 15 minutes total, not 3 minutes, 15. We would love for you to apply below for that pay what you can option. I talk too much, let's go. And remember, this is just me reviewing it on my own, so I won't be talking. Let's speed it up. Eek, that goes by so fast. So the first thing I notice when I click on your page is that there's no I'm new section and not really sure what to do as a new person. So usually our eyes go like across here to the zigzag, and this one's highlighted different, so that's why I clicked here first. It's kind of like the big ask, right? Your channel looks great, but the biggest part on your thumbnails that I'm seeing everywhere is church online, church online, church online, church online, church online. Maybe you want the actual like topic of that sermon or day to be bigger so that that stands out a little more rather than church online, church online, church online. And then even then when I was looking for like I'm new or information, the first thing I see here is who we are, which, okay, people need to know like beliefs and that sort of thing. That's great. Was this the one? Yeah, no. Wait, where was I? I swear these didn't work. I always think it's interesting when the pastor's the only one with like a learn more section. Why can't I learn more about the other people? Community groups, that was where the links didn't work. So I'm in community groups, and this is something, again, with the full digital communications review, we click on every single button. This was the only one that, look at the bottom left, mail to Sophia. That's the only one that goes there. This one goes back to the same page. This one goes back to the home page. This one goes back to this page. So I click on, let's contact them. I go back to the home page. Like, that's unfortunate, right? That's not what you want. Oh, the connect form. As always, well, I don't know that you want to make the phone number required. You might get more if people can just put an email and be a little more anonymous. I do think it's great that you're not necessarily requiring them to fill these out, but can you maybe not make this open in a different tab? Can it be on the same page? I'm running out of time. Serve. This one. Why does this one have to be so long? Can they just be the same? Look how similar most of them are, and these lines would be line. It's just little things. Joining a team, I saw that was there. Again, opens to a different page. I'm not sure if you can get that on your site, maybe. I do think it's great that you're inviting people that opportunity, but maybe it's better to have a conversation with them first, or I don't know. It's a good en route. I like that. One thing I really loved, you saw me make a face at this date, which is old, just so you know. We always recommend people review their sites every like 3 to 6 months, and if you did at least every 3, you'd definitely catch that for the dates. Stop it! I keep getting cut off at like an unruly... I just want to point out that I like these pictures. I don't know if everybody could figure out how to do that, but it's just pretty cool. Although it doesn't really, it doesn't tell you much until you actually hover over it or click on it. But I think that that's pretty snazzy, and I was a fan of it. As usual, I can't help myself from clicking around. I like these big photos. Something tells me, maybe I'm speaking for Michelle here, that she would say they're too big, but because like you don't see any text, but I don't know. I don't want to speak for her. She's the website guru. She helps with the content reviews and digital communications reviews. Why is there a big space here? As I usually say, like, this changing on its own could be an accessibility issue because it might go too fast for people. I read pretty quick and I think it's still, like, kind of jolty. Okay, I wish I could say more, but I apparently give myself a deadline that I don't want to impose on myself anymore. And I can't stop clicking around. Okay, one more thing, because I absolutely cannot help myself, and I've been researching all this accessibility stuff for our accessibility webinar in July, which will live in the Digital Ministry Training Hub, which is linked below. And like, if you just want to get in for that webinar, you can email us, digivangelism@gmail.com. Maybe Michelle will let me give you some kind of discount code just to see that, because it's just so helpful. But there's so many hours of other content in the hub. This is beautiful. I love this. Like, Design Sammy is happy, but Sammy that now knows stuff about accessibility knows that this is an image, and so a screen reader is not going to be able to read this. And so if you have someone from your community that's like, oh, summer schedule, click on that, please, screen reader, and then this opens, their screen reader is not actually going to be able to read it to them, which is unfortunate. As always, not enough time, but we are out of time. So thank you to City Collective Church, and I believe Jordan, for allowing us to review your community. If you'd like us to dive a little deeper and look at your socials, definitely apply to the Pay What You Can content review link below. We would have 15 minutes where we can actually review more of your stuff. Michelle and I, both our brains, and then we will come together and record a video, which will be 15 minutes in length, and send that review your way. Of course, we have the full DCR option as well, but all of that's below. Okay, what community should we do next? If you want us to review your community, drop the link below.